Alright. I'm annoyed with all of this, man. And it's not even registering the damn freaking... Come on. Still pissed off. Lower the audio just a touch. There we go. Alright. There we go. I'm just going to do this literally one step at a time before it throws an error. I'm going to save over the previous mission file. And I'm just going to put things down in sections until I figure out what was throwing that patch CFG error. So we're just going to do this in chunks. And then theoretically I should be able to retroactively back it off if I find something that is causing issues. So let's freaking redo this. It is with the roster. It is with the roster. Okay. I didn't export the file and I just saved over it because I tested it without the roster and it was throwing the error. So there goes an hour and a half of work. That makes no fucking sense, but whatever. Alright, well now we know where the freaking error is. It was with the roster. Awesome. Cool. I hate this game. Whatever, you're gonna watch me blitz a freaking mission file. Because I've kind of lost my patience. How you doing, Spooky? Daz, Ham, White Shark, Scarman, Charlotte. How y'all doing? Alright, let's see. Trying to think here. I might have something else to grab, but I need to see how much of it still exists. And I think I'm gonna have to modify the units, but that's fine. Where's the cargo net? Alright. AMA has asked me anything, but Charlotte, you're not allowed. No lewd. Ugh, fucking hell. Alright. Open those up. Grab a second Zeus module here. Like I said, this is gonna get freaking blitzed. Can someone look up the start date of Operation Just Cause? December 23rd, 1989. Can someone verify that date for me? If you don't mind, I would very much appreciate it. Because I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I would, again, appreciate that verification. Oh my god, register the scroll, please. I'm not going to set the time just yet because I want to work on it as is, but... As we look into that, December 20th, 1989. Thank you, White Shark. All right, I'm going to check the backup file I had. Now that I know where that damn issue is. I need to report it and say, hey, this is the... your template's being funky. Kind of giving up on it. Ham, it is Steam ID, yes. What happened was I was tracking an error, and I was wondering if it was part of the actual base game or not. So that's just the spawn roster. Yeah, that's nothing important. Alright, well, whatever. Like I said, I'm literally just gonna blitz this shit. But now that I've done all my research, very easy to blitz it. Charlotte, I do not have the time. Unfortunately. Like, I'm about to spend the next 3 hours blitzing mission files, and then I need to do a bunch of editing to have room for the remaining streams today. I haven't even put the POGs information up yet because it's not even finished. And that'll be finished later. Let's see, I need a respawn point. But yeah, let's see how quickly I can actually get this shit blitzed. Alright, I'm also going to change the interior garrison areas. We're going to do there. I'm going to do all 3. I don't want to do every single building, though. I'm specifically picking the types. I remember that stuff stands up proper. And then we need to go through and scrub anything modern. Okay. So first off, any maps. Get rid of all of those. Any phone. Any antenna. That's all fine. That is not what I selected. There we go. That unsimples the objects. Any rugged things, so computers, any screens. Laptops included, because this is 1989. Anything tied to PCs, PC set, PC case, PC mouse, PC screen. Get rid of all that. Anything monitor, no, we're good there. Environment hide, we're going to use this on a few items in the scenario that I remember running into. The first one being the satellite antenna. The second being this radar dome. It's a little too futuristic for my taste. And instead we're going to replace that with a transmitter tower. And then there's an MI8 in the back corner over here that we're going to go ahead and hide. And I remember this being a bit of a pain. Let's play find the MI8 reference point. All right. And then verify these are set to local. Cool. All right. Now we're going to rebuild our unit template. And I've realized I need to actually completely rebuild all the kits again because they only had 4 magazines per unit. So let's just quickly redo that. In order to do that, we got to go into here. And we're going to do the following. We're going to grab the Hueys. Because it has the kit. We're going to grab the heavy machine guns. Now, we've got a red circle around our unit, which means off the bat, we need to go back and grab the Zeus unit and change it. That way it doesn't create a unit template on the Finamajig already. And then what other statics did we have? We had a ZU-23. And I'm also going to do... No, actually, we're going to do the... trying to remember. Yeah. 252. So that's part of the templating there. And then we're going to now put a bunch of units in. Reset the path, thingamajig right there. Go under men. And now we're just going to go down. Grab everything in order. So we're going to do an officer first. I'm going to do a single helicopter pilot because I'm too lazy. All right, now we're going to divide everything proper. So let's start with our medic. Yeah, so this is the issue I was trying to avoid, but I just verified that it's part of the template, so there's not really anything I can freaking do about that, so F it. Not my problem. Marksman. Machine gunner. Squad leader, I'm just going to make the RTO for my own sanity. I'm also going to switch his slotting with the unit up there. And then we had 3 types of AT soldier. We did have a commander role as well, but I'm going to keep his rifle because simpler. We had an engineer, which I'll stack off a little more to the right. We had an RPG soldier, and then we had an RPG 18. Stack the engineer, and then we had 3 different types of soldiers, which was that, an AKM, and a scout. Sorry, looking at my phone. I'll respond to y'all later. Now we're going to go into vanilla units and replace everything 1 for 1. So that was the officer. That was the squad leader, which we can also technically use a team leader for that. Airmen, we're just going to label as helicopter pilot. Medic. I can just tell right there that's the marksman. Thanks, Spooky. I appreciate it. Machine gunner, I mean, as long as we have that little symbolism. Technically, he's not a missile specialist, but I use that to help diversify what I'm using. And then we have heavy AT and then rifleman AT to represent the RPG and the single-shot unit. We have an engineer, and we have 3 different types of soldiers. Which I will label as rifleman, rifleman, and rifleman light. Now, first thing I'm going to do is grab all these units, go into their attributes, go into identity, because it wouldn't really make much sense if they were all speaking Farsi, right? I'm also going to change their face so they don't look too Middle Eastern. We're just going to pick one of the Panamanian heads. And then voice, we're going to switch to American Spanish, because that's what the mod has, and that's quite nice. Now we're going to build kits. What I'm basically going to do is select the top unit. I'm going to check his uniform and give him all the primary ammo I can. So that's secondary. Which I guess he doesn't... Yeah, the mags are from this section. But since he's an officer, I don't mind giving him more. And this is just going to ensure that they have enough ammo to continuously fight the player base. I'm only going to focus on primary ammo because these guys don't really do grenades or anything. They're not the type to also, you know, loot a bunch of stuff and grab kits and all that nonsense. So I don't really have to worry about, you know, them micro-stealing everything or whatnot. So 4BT1 is the primary ammo they're using for that. And then when we get to the machine gunner, I'm going to have to change, like, give him an Alice backpack because he doesn't really have that much ammo. I might even switch his ammo type, to be perfectly honest, to something that's more compact, because that's only going to give him like 600, 700 rounds, and that's not really enough. Because, again, you got to consider for Karma's group, they use a bunch of custom mods, their own in-house mods, all this stuff. The AI really mess around. I mean, we also have 250 round boxes as well if we really want to go cray-cray. So, you know, I'm just going to stick with it. What's the biggest Alice pack I can give them? We can give them one of these. Yeah, I want to give him just a solid green one. That way I can, yeah, give him another 600. Now, because I'm an evil Zeus, I also like to give as much AT ammo as I can because they'll use it against the player base. And, you know, there's just something so satisfying about that. It just means that the bazooka guys I'm only going to have playing defense because they're going to be too heavy to actually walk around. Unless... Oh, that is evil. We just take his stamina away. Which would be under special state. And that way, he won't lag around. Why? Because I'm such a nice Zeus. To my AI, of course. Alright, now we've got AK-based stuff, so I gotta find which AK mag this Chucklehead's using. I also love that he's using an AK and an RPG combo, but we can always just check the gun. It's using vanilla tracer mag. Jesus. But, I mean, they are, like, some of the lighter magazines. They're not the heaviest hitting in terms of bullet either, so... Fair game. And he's already loaded with vanilla heat warheads. Oh, God. That's, like, the crappiest one to use. But then again, fighting the player base, keeping it even, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so these guys are going to have like 14 mags in total, which isn't bad. Now, what was our template? It was 60 to 70 AI for the airfield, around 30 AI for the side base, and then when I build the next operation, I'll have to go review my notes real quick just to see where I decided to put that, but I think I vaguely remember it was like 2 or 3 point raids. Or 2 point raids in a platoon attack. So hard for Wee-Woo to remember. One more kit. And then theoretically we should be done with customs, but I am going to... We're going to add a few more things to this template in terms of light vehicles and whatnot. So we can delete everything on the rear row, because now everything's on the front row. So that's our unit template. Now we need mutt jeeps. And you know what, we are going to use the Colombian ones, because they have that nice matching camo scheme. And then we're going to use old Cold War era trucks from US early for them to transport around. And then they didn't really have much else on top of that, you know? 1 second. Okay. All right, early Cold War. Yeah, the only thing they would have really had would be the gun truck, because that also gives us a mobile 50 cal, which is quite nice. Even though it's not really going to get us much, but you know, I can be hopeful. That's the same thing. I need the recovery truck. All right. That is our spawn template. I am naturally going to now delete it because screw my work. JK. We're going to repost it over here. All right. Now, a few additional small things. I'm going to grab... I'm going to delete those AI because I always want custom template AI. I'm now going to grab a few things and make some changes. So first off, actually, before I do any path templating, what we need to do is set some... Actually, no. I'm just going to do that in Zeus. F it. So a step I forgot is to set them all to stand. And then check off pathing, that way they don't move around, and then I can just make whatever frickin' squad and spawn rosters I want from there. So now we're gonna respawn it here. Honestly, I didn't really need to delete it, but, you know, if I'm gonna do one thing one place, I'm gonna do one thing another place. I'm now going to grab some sandbags and do some quick sandbag templating. So set that to 90, because it makes it a bit easier. And then this is really just however much detail I really want to do with it. The hell? What? Why did you spawn at 2 separate angles, you piece of shit? Alright, well, that was not intended, but whatever. And that is literally just to put you in the middle. Yeah, we can see it's a little disjointed there, so we'll move it a bit closer. And then we'll put that there. All right, so right off the bat, let's see. If I wanted to make a gun crew, how would I make the gun crew for a ZU-23? I'd probably have a simple basic rifleman monkey with a squad leader with a radio, so we could then coordinate the fire. And then for... Oh, it doesn't show the backpack, so it doesn't freaking matter. Whatever. It's that in spirit. Alright. I'm not going to count the 2 AI on there as 2 AI, though, because that's kind of... it's just there for posterity's sake. So we're going to now... put the 2 ZU-23s down that I wanted, and we're going to go down our list here in terms of stuff that we want to spawn. So that's 3 AI, again, not counting the 2. And now we're going to put a few officers down in various locations. I can get rid of that area grid, so that's 4. Got some tables up here, 5. And then there's a desk in here I always like to use. No. It's, I think, over to the left here. So that's 6. And we're just going to go down the list here. 7. 8. Any area with its own, like, you know, command area should probably have a radio, right? 9. I don't need to do inside the hangar. That's more maintenance stuff. And then I want some internals, so 10, 11, 12. Helicopter pilots will go ahead, 13, 14, and then we'll put one out here next to another helicopter, 15, and then we'll tuck another one in here, 16. Which, surprise, Mr. Seeker, I already forgot. Medics, they can be few and far between anywhere that has some medical pre-made. 17, we had another thing over here. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. I just made breakfast. Granted, it was for Bloodwing. I made her an egg crepe and a crepe filled with stewed apples, and it looked delicious. One shoots you in the face for not following CQB protocols. That's just an angry Liru with a machine gun. Speaking of, that was, I think, 17 or 18, whatever. So I'm off by a few units. Does it really matter? Anyway, we're just going to say that's 17. 18... 19, 20, 21. Yeah, we got to be balanced with the scopes as well, so we'll hold on that. Machine guns. 22, 23, giggity. 24. Again, you got to put them in places that'll absolutely, like, dick the player base. 25. No one checks those corners. 26. 27. Think I have enough yet? No, it's never enough. 28. Mwah. Finite. All right. 29. AT to cover the runway. 30. And then one guy all the way up here. Why? It's like I said, gotta blow the player base away, and that's 30. Got a few RPG guys. Let's put those around for internal security, and then we'll throw some RPG 18 guys out for anyone that wants to say, like, you know, outside the base. Anyway, that's 31, 32, 33 above, 34, and I think we'll call it there. Now I just need the Rifleman AT. We don't have flamethrowers in this mod set. But if you find me evidence that the Panamanians had flamethrowers, I will look. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 'Engineers', 40. A few in here would probably be smart. 41. I always put them in this back corner, though. This is the nefarious corner that killed so many people. Same with this one. 42. 43. I don't think I need any engineers anywhere else. We could just throw some around. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54, 55, 56. Oh yeah, probably want to get rid of the GBUs and bullshit, right? Haha. I don't think the Panamanians had those. 57. 58. 59. 60. Just spot checking everywhere. 61. Can I hide a guy back here? Yeah, but it wouldn't make much sense. So just put it right there. 62. 63. I think our cap is going to be 70 for this one. 64, 65. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. All right. Let's then group them all together. So we'll cap it at 65, and I can always spawn more as QRF because I'm such a nice Zeus. By grouping them all together, it reduces group lag. Because instead of all the single infantry units coordinating, it's all the groups. Alright. Huey. Huey. I'll put an unarmed one inside. Actually, no, I want an armed one. That way I can mount the 240 and shoot at people because I'm so nice. Alright. Now we've got various random transport. We're going to grab these three, mount them on the side over here. I'm going to grab 2 transports just to, you know, add a little bit of style. Sink them back as much as I can here. Oh no, there would probably be some room to like get into them. Just gotta make sure nothing clips and explodes. That should be good. And that is that AO built 30 minutes with prep time, and I was also working on this one. So this AO over here we should get done in literally record time. Oh wait, no, one thing I wanted to add. So this will take us up to 67, I forgot. One of my front groups done too as well. I think I remember Scrap Goat Wax actually got copied, so, or copyrighted, so we'll just do that. Wink. Oh yeah, right. I promised I'd watch you guys if you had flamethrowers. Don't see anything there. Spooky, I don't know if they're gonna fly an AC-130. I think they actually have one. Yeah. Oh, God, look. Hey, it's you. Whoa, look at that. That's up to Karma's people. All right. 30 AI. Let's go. Well, one second. All right. I need an officer desk for Officer Fudgehead McGee here. Come on. F it, we're putting you in the little dingy room over here. Why? Because you're not good enough for a real room. All right, that's one. Squad leader, I'm going to be honest, I only need like 1 or 2 of you at most, because, you know. We'll put 1 in the building, 1 on the side. So that's 3. If I recall correctly, we put a standing 1 up here. 4. And then I also wanted to be a dick. So I put a 5th one here. God, Liru is evil, so that's 5. We don't need any helicopter aviators. 1 medic around would be good. I just need to find Mr. Stomach. Stop growling. I already hate myself enough, sir. That's why you don't get food. All right, cool. So that's what, 6? Let's go to marksman. We can put 2 down. 7. 8. All right, that should be good enough. Machine gunners, we'll put a few of these around because, well, who wouldn't want a nice machine gun? 9. 10. Actually, no, I'm reserving that for an AT slot. 10. 11. 12. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No flamethrowers, only on the US side. Therefore, we cannot have any. I'm so sorry. All right, Bazooka Monkey on point. 13. AT in here is actually going to be really important if there is any sort of vehicle rush. 14. 1 internal. 15. We're halfway through our AI count, so I got to remember that here. And then 16. 17. And then engineer 19. I'm gonna throw 1 in here because these are gonna be vehicle slots. That should put us on 20-ish. Esque. I don't freaking know. And I'm gonna put some reserve AK people in here because why not? 21. 22. 23. Anything else on any Overwatch towers? 24. 25. And then the rest I'm just going to have be Hatmen over here. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. That is the Garrison there. A little bit of touch-up. 50 cal car. 1 repair and then 2 transports. All right, back to environment. It was the 20th at 43 for the minute time. All right, one thing I need to do is set up some camping lantern shenanigans here, and then maybe some searchlights as well. Some of this area is pretty decently lit. I will give it that. What the fuck? Why are you all ungrouped? I thought I grouped you. Yeah, you're all grouped. You can always just back away and look at the symbolism to tell what's grouped and what's not. Or you can just do a quick light check. The one issue with having too much lighting, though, is that's actually the biggest source of lag for Arma 3 is an overabundance of shadows. And if you don't believe me, just go drop a napalm bomb in a forest in Vietnam. And you will quickly see what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to have to add some AI for extension purposes. Why did that get turned on? Fucking weird. Literally because I'm going to need some lighting. The AI aren't going to be shooting. They're literally just going to be doing individual searching. And that should be good. We're going to need to put 1 or 2 down here as well. So we'll just put 1 in the middle. We also put 1 right there. All right. Last thing we need to do is go in and add the local SQFs to the thingamajig because they have all their own custom stuff. And that's actually not that. Oh, it's already in there because I saved over it, but it doesn't override the local, so we're good. All right, now we just verify. Mr. Stomach, please. Shut your mouth. All right. Now we just got to find the Zeus slots. US should have basic night vision, yeah. Yep, that's going to be up to them to fix. Then we're going to have to do some basic markup. Oh god, I activated Zeus before I fully loaded in. Let's hope that doesn't break my client and give me an infinite loading screen. Haha. Ah, right, respawn. I'm going to need to put some lanterns, like, right on. Well, yeah, no, if we're doing respawn, too, I need to also move the bodies. Huh, Lamau. .202 flash at some point. Oh, yeah. They've got everything ready to go for that. Good for them. Yep, so everything Vietnam-related, ready to go. Trying to check the wooden crate. See if we even need that. 4-2 rocket that throws incendiaries. Isn't that the Grim Reaper? Or am I thinking of something else? Yeah, okay, we definitely don't need that then, because that's, yeah. Yeah, Grim Reader and Call. That's the only way I know it is because of Call of Duty. Lamau. Alright. Looking over at debug. Cool. None of the garrisons are moving around. Let's look at lighting. I'm going to add a southern spotlight near that ZU-23 to allow it to spot. I'll group them together as well, because theoretically that should make both of them look at the same targets. Otherwise, everything here is good. What we need to do is a few micro changes to the AO, and that should take literally 1 minute. Alright. Group that to the ZU-23 group. Put them in the corner. We don't need the wooden crate. Where are those airport lights? Because that's going to really allow for this silly thing to be illuminated. I'm also going to put one over their bodies, so it's not super dark when they're loading in and shit. And that should be good. Symbolism. I'll do 60. And again, I like to do a grid diagonal and then a border to give it a nice solid line on top. Even though that didn't really do what I wanted. Yes, I know that's an issue. That's going to be up to them to fix, though. Hashtag not my problem. We'll centralize that. We can lower that zone, and that should be good. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna go shift this over and go A. Okay. Seven zip the file. Trying to get that damn error to come up so I can copy and paste it. I hit the escape button, come on. Alright, I'm gonna run the opening of the file, and then we'll see if it comes in through that. Alright. Yes, load, please. Give me the error. Give me the... Oh my god, give me the fucking error. There we go. Alright, cool. I've done my due diligence. Now I'm gonna go make mission 2. I don't remember what the frickety-frack mission 2 was, but you know, we'll figure it out. That is probably gonna be everything on the OPFOR side. Follow-on objective is gonna probably be in the morning. We're gonna take everything, delete that. Take everything there and delete that. Grab all that. Shrink this area down because we're no longer using that area. Okay, yeah, so that can be anywhere. I'm gonna go throw that down there. There's another area that actually has the spawn point and shit. Yeah. Okay. That's our staging point. I'm going to put a blue 4 position marker on that area. And you know what? We're going to start a new recording real quick.